Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is your first time here, welcome to my beauty entertainment channel. Super fun. So if you would like to follow me on social media, here is my Twitter and my Instagram. Go and enjoy yourself. And what else? If you would like to check out some of my recent videos, right before this I posted a Let's Talk New Releases, and then before that I posted the second part of my Sims Let's Play series, and then before that I posted a video talking about selling Sunset. Super fun. And today we're talking about another television show too. Today we are going to be talking about the new HBO Max show, The Sex Life of College Girls. Yes, that is the actual name. Sadly, but it's a very good show. I just rolled my eyes and didn't say anything. I think the name is the worst thing about the show. But what would you have named it? Not that. But I just tell, when I tell people to watch the show, I'm like, just get past it. Just click the play button. You don't even see the show title once the show is playing. Like, I think you'll be okay. So I wanted to share some of my thoughts on said show. Let me get my primer out before I start. Okay, the first thing I'll say, I love this. This is one of my favorite shows released this year, and I thought this year was, at least, as long as I hope I'm remembering correctly, was a pretty good.
Okay. I found this on the web for this year was. Check it out.
Anyways, this year was a pretty good year for television, and I thought this was one of the best shows to come out this year. Exactly what we have been waiting for, a non-corny college show. Come on, I think we should all be rejoicing in happiness. At least I was. So that's what I'm talking about today. I'm gonna be doing it like I normally do in my TV show talk things. We're gonna go like character by character, and then I'll share some more cohesive thoughts at the end. Okay, so we're gonna start off with side characters, obviously. So the first character, she wasn't really in she was in the show. Okay, is their Whitney's head coach. I forget her name. That is my bad. But I wanted to start off by talking about her. The only reason what I just want to say about her is you did a good thing. You did the right thing. I know you got fired, and that is horrible. But I'll have the university be a character, because we could discuss all the issues, very representative of an American college and university. But back to my point, she did the correct thing, and I wanted to just bring her up to say it is possible to do the correct thing, and she was even willing to her job was on the line. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how it's supposed to be. So I just wanted to praise her. She got fired to protect her player. Exactly, because of your creepy assistant coach. And that's who we'll be talking about next. The next person, who I do not want to talk about, but I have to because he was in the show, is Dalton. When you think in your head of the devil, what exactly comes to your mind? Because I have like 5 people that come to my mind, and he took someone's spot. So when I say devil incarnate, you have to understand that that is exactly what I mean. I exaggerate. I'm not exaggerating right now. He is one of the most disgusting human beings. I don't care if he's fictional. One of the most disgusting human beings I have ever in my life had the displeasure of hearing speak. I will first start with the way he looks. I don't even want to. I will first start with, I don't even want, because I'm like, we obviously know what he did wrong. He's not only like a predator bozo, he's an idiot. Like he's I don't know. Here's my thing. I thought they were gonna get caught way longer before when he pulled her. Like, I'm pretty sure that's when the bus driver saw them, because this was when I was like, okay, there's no way nobody just noticed when he pulled her like behind that bush before they were getting on the bus. I was like, there's no way that nobody saw that. He's not bright. Saving her on your phone as an accountant is quite easy to like prove wrong, because you can see what you're texting about. You changing her contact name is not doing what you think it's doing. What he searched, that being like, is it illegal to have sex with your player if you're a coach? He's just, and the fact that he's done this before, of course there was another girl. This is the tale as old as time. Of course Whitney was not the only one he has done this to, because he's so brazen. How would he have gotten this brazen and bold if not to victimize somebody else before? He thought he could get away with it. That's why he was acting like this. He's an idiot, but he also was an idiot that's been emboldened. Of course he was never gonna tell his wife. We knew that, but Whitney didn't know that, but she knows it now. I hate that she had to go through this to learn that, but at least she knows it now, because it was just sad. She was so close to getting away every single time, and the devil brought her back in. It is she literally left him, broke up with him, and then society made her go back. Society. He was controlling her through society. Societal pressures. This is a horrible individual who I don't want to even hear his name next. I'm being as honest as possible. I want to hear Dalt, whatever his last name is in prison for something else. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear Dalton, tragic accident. That's what I want to hear. Not really, I don't really need this answered, but just as I was rewatching the show again, because I rewatched the show like twice, and I might do it again, it is literally that good. When did he meet her? Because he's the assistant coach. They were already at the first week of classes. Okay, do college sports have preseasons? Maybe. Was it then? Was it when you went to go recruit her from her high school? Either way, it's horrible. Either way, it's horrible, and this man will never know peace as long as I'm alive. Like, I don't need that answered, but whichever it is horrifying. Because was it preseason? Was it high school? Ugh, just gross. And the fact that he was like, I should have never agreed to this. What do you mean? You most definitely. And he was such a, ugh. Oh goodness. I hope, no, his wife found out clearly now. Okay, so I need his life to be a little bit more ruined. Oh, two of the men in this show did not get what could have happened to them, because I feel like he deserved a little bit more pain than that. But that's just me personally. Those are my thoughts on that man. I don't understand anything that was happening there. I guess it was a running joke, but he was like a hot coach. I don't understand anything that's happening there. So I'm just gonna move on. Next character is Willow, who I love. I will spend this time talking about first of all, Willow's a really good friend. Willow's a really good friend. She be lying down, cause you're not gonna go down for stupid shit, especially because it is the coach's. I'm gonna talk about that when I talk about Whitney. It was his fault. It was never Whitney's fault, and she spent the whole time blaming herself. Let me stop. She was a really good friend, lying for her friend, taking the heat, because sometimes, like, her mom is a lot. Because Willow's such a good friend to Whitney, we need to see more of their friendship. I'm assuming next season, because we're already confirmed for a season 2. Oh, of course, but I would really like to see more of their friendship and more of her friendships with other black people. Now that the devil is out of the picture, he's not going to be in every single scene with Whitney. Now we can have somebody else, maybe a friend, maybe some guidance from somebody else, please. I'm begging. Those are my thoughts on Willow. Next side character is Jocelyn. Love Jocelyn and Leela, the next two I want to talk about, because these two, the way they're able to, the direct way they're able to deliver their lines, anything, I'm laughing. I'm crying on the floor laughing. It's so funny. And it's not even like in like an obnoxious way where it's like over the top, like super dramatized. It's not like that. It's natural. Nothing ever feels forced, and yet it's still funny. Like, I don't know. I feel like, I hope this is a show where we get like the side characters are very integral to the plot, so we will end up learning more about them. I think it'll be like that because I want to know more about them and their lives, since it was a joke that Kimberly like assumed things about their lives before when she started that job. I want to actually know. There's a lot of characters though, but I really hope that happens. And I love characters that make me laugh, and they're able to do it so well. I just washed these brushes, they smell like soap. Next character is Kanan, a good man, and I'ma say it. I don't say that often. A good man, and I'ma say it. A good man, and that's it. I like him and Whitney together, but I'm not overwhelmingly like signing a contract to that yet. I'm not, and it's, I am, because I'm like, okay, no white love interest for 1 second of the show, so I am signing it for that reason. But I don't know if that's gonna last. I would like to see other black people as well. Okay, Huda Beauty foundation stick, but that's a good man. All right, what's next? That's it about Kanan. Next character, I should have just put all the hellish people in one, because I'm going from Jocelyn and Leela and Kanan, who I love, to two devil spawns. The first one up is Ryan. No, I don't even think Bella really okay. I don't think Bella, even still now, understands that him showing her that porn, maybe she does a little bit more now, but she didn't for a few episodes. Him like randomly putting that porn on was sexual harassment. That was not just weird. That was strange. That was ridiculous behavior. I'm just wondering what he probably just got off on just surprising her, on making her uncomfortable. What a sick individual. I do like how, but how he was the nice one, how representative that is, how they're trying to make a point about nice. I've talked about nice guys at length, so I'm not gonna even do it anymore, but I do appreciate how it wasn't the dick. It was. We'll get to him in a second, but I appreciate how realistic that was on in a college setting. The leaders, the nice ones in charge are always the ones you have to watch out for. I appreciate them making that realistic part and talking about it, bringing up, oh, he's the nice one, he would never. I get what they were doing. He should have received a little bit more anguish. I think he got off a touch scot-free. Yes, the other one ripped his plaque off the wall, but he could have thrown it at him. Head, neck, torso. Maybe I'm asking for too much, but I don't think this is another character I don't need to see anymore. We don't need to even discuss anymore, but I know they will, because, okay, speak of Devil 2, what's his name? Eric. a dick. Anyone who reacts like anyone whose immediate reaction to someone telling you they were raped by your friend is not a good person. I don't okay. And like he's the co-editor of a major organization who hears that one of his literal club members was assaulted by his other co-editors. His reaction was to slut shame and degrade Bella. That's not a good person. That's not a good person. And he was also, mind you, he's not just mean. He said fucked up things. He was the one who said there are oh so many female spots. This is the same. Have you guys rewatched? Go back to the first episode. You Mindy knows exactly who y'all, the favorite types of white boys. She knows, and she's exploiting that. Don't do that. Go watch the first episode. This man is horrid. This man is horrid. Was his apology sincere? Sure, because he did, I guess, turn it around and kick him out. But why did we have to do that? Why did we have to say that in the first place? And because of their scene in the courtyard, I don't like it either. They do have chemistry. Believe me, acid is bubbling inside my throat right now, but they do. Here is my thing. If we wanted to set up like tussling to lovers little arc, it didn't need to be that. I understand it tying in with the nice guy thing, what they wanted to do. It just is put a permanent stench, permanent odor on whatever you guys try to do with the two of them. I'm gonna hate. I'm gonna hate with every fiber of my being, and I will not let it go. I won't be able to. So do you see the problem? Like, if this is what you wanted to do, I guess sure. Maybe why though? Why though? Like, yes, he apologized. He wrote down his apology, went and apologized, and like did stand up for them after. But I'm like, if it took this for you to do that, why didn't you just do that in the first place? And that's why I'm good. Absolutely not. I can't. She knows the girls love a grumpy sunshine with glasses. They know. She knows. Enough. No. It kind of stinks. Like, that stinks. And I don't know if, because it was only one scene that we saw. They did have, I hate it too. But no. I'm not forgiving, I'm not forgetting. You can go rewatch the first episode. He says he's a shitty person too. That's your first reaction. It wasn't even just oh, I don't believe you. It wasn't just that. He went above and beyond to make sure Bella really understood, I find you abhorrent and I find you whore-like, so I don't believe you. He went out of his way to do that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm gonna have to deny the request for this to happen. I'm gonna have to deny the request. Myself, personally, yes, absolutely. I'm gonna have to say no. Gonna have to say no. We can get Bella a different love interest who didn't do that, and who also is not a chuckle fucker. Like, come on. That was crazy. Okay, next person I want to talk about, not necessarily fully devil. Let's discuss. So the next person I want to talk about is Alicia. Let me start off. You did not need to put no closeted girls on your dating app 15 minutes after you ended up things. That was nasty. She didn't need to do that. She didn't need to do that. She didn't need to do that. She did not need to do that, especially since, like, I'm not telling Alicia, like, you should have known. I'm not saying that. I'm not telling her what to do necessarily, but I am gonna say that Leighton showed absolutely no signs of wanting to go public at all. In fact, the first thing she suggested was a trip away from where all your friends are. I'm not telling you not to have your feelings. I'm just pointing out something. Sorry. I'm just pointing something out. It does give a touch of I thought she would change for me, and I'm very sorry you set yourself up like that. I'm very, very sorry, because now this is just tragic. Because I know they're both hurt, because here's the thing. They both really did like each other. Their moments were very, very cute. I think the relationship was really only good for Leighton, I guess, with the conclusion being what it was. Only up until the conclusion was like good for Leighton's personal growth. After the way it ended, Alicia nothing, she gained nothing. In fact, she said she went backwards, and the ending didn't make it the best for Leighton's personal growth. But the relationship, I think, helped. The I have a girlfriend moment was actually very, very cute. You know, it was giving to lovers from the very, very, very beginning. The I'm 5'2" line, one of the funniest lines of this show. This show is funny. This show is I didn't say that at the beginning. This show was actually like, I laughed out loud a lot. It was very, very, very funny. I like that line. So, okay, however, I will defend Alicia. Leighton, girl, that internalized homophobia was whooping her ass, because every time she brought up the I don't want to make that my identity, I was like, you're dating Alicia. That's interesting. So yeah, when Alicia when she realized that and brought it up, like it wasn't like, yes, maybe she didn't need to put the no closet girls thing in her bio 15 minutes after, but also that probably was not a healthy environment to be in, because she quite literally was saying, I don't want to be like you because you're too much for me. Ooh, no, I don't know about that. But I think this arc has ended. I think Leighton, Alicia, null void. I don't think we need any closure. I don't think we need any you know, come back together. We don't need that. I think this is done. And we can just now see how Leighton moves on from this, how she grows from this, and maybe possibly see how Alicia moves forward. But we don't need a rekindling, because this is donezo. Like, that ended in a quite tumultuous way. I'm not seeing anything coming back from that. I don't want it to. Also, I don't think it would like change either of their lives most drastically, personally, from what we've seen from the one season. They were cute, but it's not giving complete and utter soulmates. We can come back from what we were just what we broke up about. I don't think so. I'm not really sure. Even when she went back to go see her again, she was like, please tell me you miss me too. Oh, Leighton. It kept getting worse and worse and worse. Showed no signs of improvement. All right, let's move on to the main girls and one guy. Before I go to the main characters, where they live, like the people who live in their dorm are so funny. They're so funny. They're ridiculous. The scene, let's tell each other our lies. I will talk about how much I love this show's writing in a second, but it just feels so natural. They all feel like such good friends. Anyway, first main character is a really attractive devil, Nico. You know, could our society be as complex as it is if the most attractive did not have evil behind their eyes? if everyone attractive was good, wouldn't our life be boring? Because here's the thing though, listen to the problem. I need to tell you exactly my problem was watching this show. There wasn't a problem. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew Nico as an individual was too good to be true. But I started the show knowing too good to be true. Then I let my guard down. This is where errors start. That's where the error starts, letting your wall down. Sorry, that's a joke. You should be vulnerable with people. I knew it again when he flaked on her. That is when the guard went back up. I said, you are exactly too good to be true. I'm not sure what people who watched this like thought about that, but just in case, let me say this: he absolutely did flake on her. That was absolutely rude. They absolutely did have it wasn't a date, but they absolutely had scheduled to do something together, and he did flake. He's a dick. And here's the thing with Nico, he just so dumb, so pretty, but so dumb. He was given chance after chance after chance. You could have made it up to Kimberly the next day with the Gilmore Girls things. You did not. You didn't need to flake on her in the first place. You could have remembered. You didn't have to cheat. You didn't have to cheat. You didn't have to cheat. That wasn't necessary. You didn't need to be running a test bank out of your fraternity's file cabinet. You didn't need to do that. Here's with the cheating thing. You didn't need to cheat, one. Two, Leighton gave you a chance to apologize to Kimberly. She gave you a whole day. Leighton could have publicly embarrassed you that night, but she gave you a whole day. She gave you and he still bad, just bad, and he still flopped. I guess it's the price we have to pay for his face, but how tragic and stupid. Every chance. He was given every chance. And still. Ugh. It's just pathetic. It's just pathetic. Okay, those are my thoughts on Nico. Do I have any other thoughts on him? I'm interested to see how he's gonna get out of this one. Interested to see how he's gonna get out of this one. Interested to see how he's gonna get out. I don't think he will, but you know, he probably will. So I guess we'll see. The next character that I'm going to talk about is Kimberly. I like all the main characters, actually. The only people I hate on this show are the people who have done horrible things. And, you know, I'm not a good person. So if Nico were to apologize, I'm not a good person. Back to Kimberly. I do like Kimberly a lot now. Starting this show, I was like, all right. But then it became funny. Everything that at the beginning I was like, all right, became hilarious. I don't know if she like changed the way she said things or I just got used to her being like that, but she's really funny. Back to my point. She was a mess. Rewatching the show from episode 1, she was a mess at the end of the show, but she was like a woefully different kind of mess at the beginning. Like, dating Shawn Mendes's twin, that man is one of the most disgusting people I've ever heard speak. Every single thing that left his mouth was horrible. Every single action that he committed was horrible. The second he stepped up in there and said, yeah, where's y'all's fridge? Huh? No. That awful person. And then Nico was actually no better. By any stretch of the imagination. No better. That's what's crazy. It doesn't matter. Men. That's the problem. Let's get back to Kimberly. Kimberly. I'm not sure she saw this semester going for her this way, but this is very, very, very sad. This is the saddest shit I ever seen in my entire life. First off, she's too busy jumping Nico's bones to study for econ, despite Kanan. That night where she forgot to submit that practice problem, I said, girl, there is nothing I can do for you. Kanan told you at work. You could have done it with him. That's your own fault. So she's failing econ. I think her biggest lapse in judgment, I don't even think stealing the test was her biggest lapse in judgment. It was fucking in the professor's office. Kimberly, she's not serious. When she did that, I was like, all right, I think the dick is bad. I think it's time for us to back away slowly and put it down, because your professor's office, this is real life. This is real life, not the internet. This is real life. That was crazy. I would rather her cheat on every single final than do that. Then we can discuss her cheating on that econ midterm. It was just a midterm. That's what was crazy. She was doing all of that for a midterm. Her first ever midterm. Oh, my head is reeling. But we're going to talk about why. And we're talking about why the school is evil in 1 second. The way she was cheating on that final, Kanan knew everything because he's a smart, good man. How did she think? Now, I know she said she had a UTI, but how did she think that was going to go over for her? I assume she thought it was going to work. My question is why? Have you never watched a movie? What would stop them from checking the bathroom? Why wouldn't you change the stall it's in after every time you leave? Like, just little things like that. She's not equipped to cheat. She's not equipped to scheme like that, because the reason why she's doing so badly is not her fault. The resources were not there for her. And this leads me to my last, Kimberly, I will fight for you. Kimberly, I will fight for you. What board was that? The Essex Disciplinary Board? This is an evil school. This is an evil school, and I'm sure it's representative of most schools in this country. So Kimberly, her entire statement, everything that leaves her mouth from the second she steps into that little room that they were in, I am too poor to go here. I am struggling to afford to go here. Please do not take away my chance. Everything that is coming out of her mouth is about her financial troubles. Go rewatch the scene. Go rewatch the scene. She doesn't say anything that does not go back to the root of the problem. This call is too expensive. So they hear her sob story. They hear it. They feel moved by it, right? Right. And so, I no more yelling. So you let her stay at school. I'm putting quotations for a reason. But you revoke her scholarship. So you're kicking her out, but you're not kicking her out. If you let someone stay but you revoke the scholarship, you're kicking them out. The school is wicked. They just wanted to kick her out. Everything she was saying is like, I can't afford to go here. And now you're like, okay, your punishment, even though everything you just said was like the reason why I felt the need to cheat was because this was all too much for me. We're gonna make you pay an extra $23,000 a year. How? How will she do that? She won't be able to. So the theory is that she'll drop out and you'll kick her out. That is wicked on its own, but it's just, there were other things you could have done before revoking her scholarship. Revoking a $23,000, how can you even do that? How does a person who needed a $23,000 scholarship come up with $23,000 in 2 weeks, I'm assuming, because the semester's only halfway over, or whatever, maybe for next semester. The school is wicked. How do you do that? It was the most, like, my jaw hit the floor. That's her punishment. Her punishment is, actually, we said we weren't kicking you out, but you're gonna have to leave because we're taking away all your money. do you even respond to that? What do you even, I'm like, what is she gonna do? I don't know. Because what are you supposed to do? Just kick her out. They don't want to kick her out because they're like, okay, that would look bad because of everything she said. But you're gonna just beat around the bush to kick her out. Incredibly sinister. Incredibly sinister. Next character is Leighton. My two favorites of the show, I love all four of them, are Leighton and Whitney. If I had to pick two, those are my girls down. Okay. If you like combine them, I think that would be me. In my dreams. Anyway, so Leighton. Before I talk about how much I love her, I want to talk about where we started off. I want to talk about the beginning. Because I'm not going to say everything I'm going to say. Is Leighton mean? Sure. Blah, 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 blah. I want to talk about those two... I can't say that. I want to talk about those two lackluster, dressed like Massey Block from 2000. That book was written in 2000. The way she was dressed was how Massey Block would dress. In a book written in 2001. A middle schooler in 2001 is your muse, and you think you're more fabulous than Leighton? I take great offense to that. That's the thing. I was just offended whenever those girls were speaking. It was delusion making you think that you were better than her. So she didn't open up to you. Okay. I guess sure, but good riddance. The way they were looking down at her, it was, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I was just mad Leighton didn't see this energy before, because that is a stain. That is a stain, but they're gone. And those two girls, like, they're, I guess, but had they brought it up to Leighton, like, we feel like we don't know you, had that been brought up at any point in time? Or did you expect her to read your mind? I don't even want to expect, no more. We're done. We have a real friend group now. Sisters for life. Leighton the math genius. And I am in full support of what her making her professor say that. I thought that was the funniest shit in the world. I am in full support of her making her professor say that. I thought that was hilarious. Broadcasting it to the whole class to get back at her. Listen, sometimes I support bragging. I think that was fabulous. Leighton is a really, really good friend. Like, she's, first of all, the first episode, you know, she did her thing, but she apologized, and she apologized with gifts. She gave them gifts, and she never like switched back onto her sort of like thing. She was like, you guys don't need to know my business, and which was a lot, but she ended up changing that. She was like, okay, Kimberly, I didn't get human trafficked. That was also another funny scene. Kimberly Finkel thought that was very, very... See, Kimberly's funny. Kimberly's fun. It's the way she says things that makes me laugh. So I appreciate that. Leighton is like the mom friend. She's able to like empathize with all of them in a way which makes me like, wow, maybe you just didn't like those two other girls. Because I'm like, even if you didn't know a lot about Leighton, she seems like a really great friend. So maybe this is new for her, but she's doing a good job. She's going to bat for these girls that she doesn't really know, but she like has no problem with it. She has no problem telling off her brother. Yeah, that's exactly what we needed. That's exactly what we needed. And she didn't like let him off. Even when she was dating, she didn't like hold back because he was her brother. I really appreciate, because he was her brother. I really appreciate that. I don't need that Kappa shit again. I think they're gonna, because the girl that she said she wants to be, I'm guessing we're gonna hear more about the sorority and like what goes on in the sorority, because she's like, I want to be her. Do you still want to be her? I'm gonna see where we're gonna go from that. No more Alicia Leighton. No more, please. I do think you need to stay your ass at the Women's Center though, because who you were raised by, your father, picking fights at the dinner table. Fucking weirdo. Yeah, you need to stay in the women's center. Just for a little bit until we get this under control. All right. What else about Leighton? I think she's funny. I think she's fabulous. That's why I like Leighton. And I feel so sad for her because it doesn't have to be this way. But like, I understand what she's feeling. But like, it doesn't have to be this way. And maybe she'll realize that in next season. Let's hope, because she's restricting herself. You can see it in her like face and the way she interacts with people. Just stiff. Be free. Love her character. Renee Rapp is fabulous. The girl can sing. That girl can really, really sing. I wonder if they're gonna ever sing on this show. The show's gonna turn into Dear White People season 4 and become a musical. No. No ideas. No. No. But maybe we can have her go up on the stage and belt out a little something. That would be fun. I would have fun watching that. Next person is Bella. You know what? Everything that I was like, at in the first episode or first 2-3 episodes, I loved by the end. I don't know how she did that, but she got so much more funny as the show went on. Like, okay, we'll start off with 6 Handjob's sister. 6? But I'm not even gonna harp on Bella. I'm gonna harp on the upperclassmen coming after Bella for something that their boyfriends agreed to do. Do you think she would have done that if she knew they had girlfriends? Obviously not. That was crazy. I guess they're fine now and forming their little all-women comedy group, but I didn't like that. Really? Now feminism? No. No, 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 no. Back to Bella. Bella is a lot. I appreciated it more and more and more as the show went on because I thought it was comical. I think, like, sometimes I am like, what's the matter with you? Why would you say that? Why would you do that? But I can appreciate someone who doesn't really care, but doesn't care in a way to where they're rude, but doesn't care in a way and like they're just trying to have an enjoyable time. And I think we should all be a little bit more like that. Like, not everything has to be so all the time. I think it's fun. Is his name Eric? No. I already discussed that, but no. It's a no to the chuckle fucker as well. Both are a no. And I don't even know if the people who were like, when she was like, I want him to think that I'm hot too, got what she was saying. Yeah, that's something that she like, that's weird. And a little bit like, don't do that to Bella. What else? I am glad she quit the cotillion. She was there for a very long time, and I was like, oof, I want you to leave, and I'm very happy she did leave. I don't know how this all women shit's gonna go, especially since their first reactions to hearing the 6 Handjobs thing was to attack Bella. Don't know, because that's not a good sign, but maybe that was just a one-time thing. I need her, like, she's obviously like healing, and I need her to talk to someone, because I don't even think, because it's hard to fully come to terms with like sexual harassment and assault and things like that. But from it wasn't just him shoving his dick up against her, it was from the porn. Every single thing he did with her was absolutely strange and bizarre, and he deserves so much pain and suffering. So I'm glad that she's Carla is her name, I think, the blonde girl. I was like, screaming, throwing up, crying when she would like lie to her at first, and then when she deleted the text that she was gonna send, I was like, please no. But they came together and we took him down. And I'm happy that she was like, first of all, she was like, this place sucks, the cotillion sucks because of all of this, and the fact that this has been going on for so long, and the fact that you only now have a female co-editor, the fact that you even had like a female quota in the first place. But also, she was the best comedy writer in there. Why do you guys think the freshman was the one winning all your little contests? She was the best one there. She was better than all of them, and I need her to understand that. Even in this new little women's group she got going on, you're the best one there. Please don't let them talk to you crazy. Sabella's my girl. Love her. And then finally, the last character I'm talking about is Whitney. My favorite, my amazing queen. Yes, I am Whitney and Layton if you took us like this. That's it. I hate how she went through all that, but what I wanted to talk about before, I hate how she thought it was her fault the entire time, even up till almost the last episode. And I'm sure she still kind of does. I really do want them to leave Dalton's name in season 1, but obviously this is gonna affect her if she doesn't talk about it. She started with her mom though, which is good. Like, when she apologized to the team, I said, and I was so happy when the team responded in that way. That, Mindy, was girl boss. Eric flip-flopping is not. He was your coach. It was disgusting. He's an abhorrent person. That is a response. That is a women supporting women response. Okay? Thank you. So I'm very happy about that, especially since Jenna, you were taking out your frustrations with your own life on Whitney because she was better than you. Maybe she seems to have healed fully now, so I won't even do too much on Jenna, but I still got my eye out for you because I don't like how it was so easy for you to do that. I'm sorry, Whitney is good. She's just be better. Be better. Be better. I love how she had black friends. You don't even understand, because I couldn't live tweet. You don't even understand. I was ecstatic when they showed that the school has a black house and black people live there, and Whitney is friends with black people. Black people having black friends on TV? I was floored. I am so excited. So because you introduced that, now they must be there often. We must see Whitney at the Black House often. This can't just be a one and go recurrent, because let's be realistic about black people and wanting to be friends with the black people. That would be crazy. And Whitney, even at the Kappa thing, I was surprised she went, was like, no, thank you. You don't have to do that every single time. Let's stick together. I loved that. I was very happy for that. So very happy. Her mom, here's the thing. I wanted to see Whitney with someone other than Dalton. I wanted to see Whitney and her personality and what she's about and her relationship with anybody else but that man. How he was there almost every time she was on the screen. Like developing, like trying to not when she was not building friendships with these girls. I'm like, everyone else, their relationships outside, I'm like, I just don't want her only outside, because he was there every single time. Every single time. I'm like, I'm sick of seeing his face. Her relationship with Willow, her relationship with other black people, her relationship with her mom. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, because it was too much Dalton for me. It was too much Dalton for me, but he's gone in the ground, gone. I hope. Whitney's mom, I think it's hilarious. Okay, she's funny. She's really, really funny. I love the way she says things. I love the way she went back and forth with Layton's dad at dinner, and that was amazing. Her mom is a lot though, because Whitney clearly can't do anything, because her mom is the celebrity or the politician or whatever. So I'm sure it's probably really, really frustrating. And that would have been more interesting to hear how growing up as a senator's daughter affected her and affects the way she sees herself and her importance and what she has to prove, than fucking hearing about Dalton. So season 2. Season 2. Her and Caitlyn, already spoke about that. Cute, I guess. She didn't text you because she was going through a lot of shit. Kanan, calm it down. I think they're cute. Even if they don't last, I think they'd be really cute friends, like really cool friends, because they seem to genuinely enjoy each other's company. So yes, black people. It's fucking amazing. I don't even understand, because the fact that I'm like so happy about that makes me sad. Makes me a little sad, but baby steps in 2021. All right, so now to talk about the show in general. My favorite 2 episodes, Parents Weekend. Parents, it was just chaotic. I think that's why I like that episode so much. I also really like the surprise party episode. Chaotic. What can I say? Oh, I didn't even mention, I'm talking about Kimberly. I forgot to say something about Kimberly. This man gave her a UTI. She is failing econ and she almost got expelled from school. Nico is horrid. Her first, it's like halfway through their first semester. UTI, cheated, was the person someone was cheating with you on, like a serious girlfriend. Failing a class. Almost now expelled, and now because the school is evil, she needs to come up with $23,000. Kimberly, oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I don't even know where they're gonna start with her. But those are my 2 favorite episodes. I really liked rewatching them. I love the 4 girls' friendship. I really hope it stays like this. They can fight, obviously. I'm not saying people don't fight, but I would like them to stay like besties, like forever. I love, this is what in every like time situation, they always go to bat for each other no matter what. They're always ready to defend and physically get up with somebody. They all, Bella did it in her little, quirky way, said fuck you to Nico. They were ready to jump Max. Like it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I love the camaraderie. I love the strength. Female relationships. I love it. It's powerful and it makes me feel fantastic. What I want to see in season 2, not much. I'm not gonna because I'm like, it's a college show. Take it literally anywhere you want. Because I think any direction they go in would be pretty cool. They have interesting characters and they have really interesting side characters. So I'm like, wherever you guys go, fantastic. We don't need white love interests all the time. They don't have to be white. Interracial does not mean white and other. If you're gonna force swirls down our throat, because I don't think that's stopping anytime soon, they don't need to be there. Doesn't make a relationship valid. Okay, that has to stop. Because we don't, every single one, I know that's gonna have to change really quickly, because it's just not interesting. It's just not interesting, especially because white people on your show, it's not giving most of the time. It's not giving at all. So I hope that ends rather quickly. But the show in general, I think this show has their pulse on the timeline. They just kind of know what the people want. They kind of just know what the people want to hear and what the people want to see. First off, college show, little found family sort of thing, but they have relationships outside their little friendship. Fantastic. Interesting characters, despite another Mindy Kaling self-insert. She's funny. I think Bella's fucking hilarious, so that's funny. The dialogue isn't awkward or ridiculous. It's I think very realistic for a college show, college age hangout. Despite the swirl propaganda, I think the show was excellent. Here's the thing, as long as a 6 second clip can get hundreds of thousands of, I'm talking about the Bucky, the one from the Falcon Winter Soldier. As long as a 6-second clip can get the views that it gets, they won't stop. So maybe we should quit that. We can add some more color. We can add some more color, please, I beg. But I think the show is really good. She had the music in HBO shows, HBO Max shows are typically very, very good. But the music and the needle drops in this show, I really enjoyed. What else? It really did feel like a show, like, you know, you're in, you know what the Twitter girls want. You do. I'm talking about Twitter like it's this little secret thing. You know what the people want. You know what the people want. You understand what we've been asking for, and she really did deliver, in my opinion. I think this is, if you want a new show to watch, it's funny. It's, and 30 minute episodes. That is where we have, because I don't always hate 45 to an hour long episodes, but sometimes I'm like, you didn't need all this time. You just wasted half of it. This show moves properly. This show moves properly. You have something happens in an episode. Multiple things. You're laughing out loud most episodes, honestly. And it's something that is so simple, a college show with different people doing different things, yet it's not done that often. And so I'm really appreciative of it. I really like this show. I already said my favorite characters. I said my favorite episodes. That's it. I don't really have favorite relationships out of the ones that have formed so far. Kind of about all of them. I guess my choice would be Whitney and Kanan, but they're the only ones that are remotely healthy. Or like not weird. So I don't think there was much competition there, but I do like them. All right, those are all my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on the Sex Life of College Girls. Let me know what you thought about the show, how you liked it, if you didn't like it, what you want to see in season 2. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys are staying healthy and safe inside your homes. Please get your booster and your flu shot. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.